is going on, guys? We are back with the Terminator Cobra, and well, yesterday I got the blower installed and we were expecting a hurricane. I think I was expecting it a little bit earlier, but the weather's not too bad outside. It's a little dark. We're gonna try to dyno tune the Cobra with a KB. I don't know how much boost it's gonna make. I'm guessing somewhere around 22 pounds, but we're gonna find out and see. I changed a few things up on the tunes, so we're gonna have to do a little bit more tuning. I raised the base pressure 58, make sure we have plenty fuel, because like I said, I don't know how much power it's gonna make. It's gonna make 650, 750, 800. We don't know. I've never really messed with these except for Blake's car. On 93 octane, super low boost. So we're gonna see what this thing will do at 2.9, 6 pound lower. If you guys aren't familiar, I tuned this car. It made 613 on a ported Eaton. The engine has a little stuff done. It's got 11:1 compression and Todd Warren cams. It's kind of the short list. And now we have a KB22. MS3 Pro plug and play. It's a fantastic way to tune these cars. I highly recommend it. Otherwise, have a return fuel system. I built the lines for 2 in, 2 out. Everything's really properly set up for big boost. Ignore my vacuum lines. You guys saw yesterday, I forgot to hook up the bypass valve, and I was 1 T short of making it all look super clean and nice. Right now, we got a temporary solution. We're gonna clean all that up and probably get rid of all the factory lines. But that's all I had laying around. I gotta order some new T's and stuff like that. So we're gonna see what this thing does. It also has long tube headers. I think that's most of the mods. I don't know, could be forgetting something. Power steering delete, not that it makes a difference, but that's why it's not there. Because we have Volvo electric power steering, which is cool. Cool addition to this car. All right, let's go maybe lay into it, see how much boost. All right, for right now, we're just gonna be testing, see how much boost. Like I said, I have no idea what this is gonna be. Low timing, pretty rich. Let's see what the boost graph looks like. I'm pretty sure I saw 22 pounds. Believe it or not, it was only at 136 IAT2 after that pull, which is a substantial difference from the E. The E would have been at 200. Here's where we're getting some belt slip. 18 PSI up top. Probably going to need a tighter belt. Yo, this thing is not a flop, let me tell you what. Holy shit. Dude, with belt slip, it just made 691, 685. Woo! Brother, that's some fuel changes and a little bit of timing. And you can see this is the belt slip. So we're gonna make 700 horsepower for sure. Holy crap. That's the second hit. Like, that's the second hit right there. That's the Eaton. Like, 612. We are way ahead of the Eaton. Woo! Alright guys, so what I'm seeing here is we got some belt slip. So you can see our boost there. So we're coming in hot, nice, 22 PSI, which is exactly what I wanted. And you can see it tapers down here, 18. And I can actually see it physically on the screen up there. 17 pounds, I can feel it in my butt. So we're down like 5 PSI up top. We're still a little rich, so I'm pulling some fuel out, and we're only at 16 degrees of timing. Like I said, we are on E85. High compression motor, but that's still pretty soft. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna lean it out a little bit more and get a little bit more timing in there and see if we can crack 700 before I go and change the belt. I know it needs a new belt, but it's already on there, so let's go do that, and then I'll do my belt research. So let's see if we can crack 700. We are super, super close if you look at this. And the more I lean this thing out and the more timing that it starts to get into it, just the more power it's gonna make. And then, I don't know, we might be shooting for 750, which is wild. Dude, check it out. 707. This thing is not a flop. Holy shit. 707, 692. Just some tune changes. Dude, that's fucking sick. Guys, also check this out. The temps are amazing. So the Eaton would be at 200 degrees IAT2. This thing's at 145 after like 3 back-to-back-ish pulls. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna figure out what kind of belt this thing needs and go from there. All right guys, so we cracked the 700 club with the Slipton belt. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, taking a look at the belt, we got 825, and I can physically see a little bit of flex, and it wasn't the hardest thing to get on. So I think we can go down on belt size. So 825, I'm gonna see what the next step down is and see if we can get it locally at O'Reilly's, and then see if we can make mid sevens. I mean, 5 more pounds of boost up top, especially with this cam. I mean, it really should make some more power. So I'm really, really excited. All right, so here's the deal. 825 belts on the car. I don't have an adjustable aux idler. So we're gonna try to go down to an 820 belt. So half an inch shorter, hopefully should help fix that. Doesn't get in until 430, unfortunately. We used this before on Cody's car. It kind of helped with some belt slip. We're gonna try to see if we can get that pulley to not slip. See if we can make a little bit more power. I'm still leaning the car out and doing some changes there, so it should be good. See if we can make a little bit more power before the new belt comes in. And meanwhile, we're still dialing in the fuel map. It's only been 3 pulls, so. All right, I forgot to spray the belt spray. The whole point of that pull. But I made 712 now. So 712 wheel, gonna let it cool down a little bit more. And I think I might try the belt trick one last time. See if it works. 712 wheel so far. It's pretty freaking sick. All right, we're gonna try this. I don't really like using this, but like I said, I got a new belt on the way. Okay, well, it did not make more power. It made 698, 683. It actually looks like it did not help the belt slip. It made it worse. I can see the boost falls right there. So I think we're at the limit where we're gonna need to go get that belt. We're not really getting any more gains. So we're going up, up, and up. We'll take a look back at our first pull today. First pull, super, super rich with the belt slip, 628, 656. Second pull, 691. Fuel change, a little bit of spark change. Fuel spark again, and not really much changed on that one. A little bit of fuel, not much spark. We tried that belt sauce, and well, it seems like it did the opposite. It's very sticky. It got on my hands, very sticky, but I don't think it helped what we were trying to do. So we're gonna put a 1/2 inch smaller belt on it, and hopefully we can hold down the boost. Now, this run is pretty close. I think it just randomly caught the belt a little bit better on this run. I think we might be close to out of steam. We do have maybe 2 degrees of timing to work with, so we can try to add that in. But this might actually be closer to our max than we thought. Still very, very great. 712, 686. We're obviously gonna come back here later, car cooled off, belt on, and then we're gonna see if we can make, I don't know, maybe 720, 730. But yeah, we're definitely getting closer to our max here on that, so we'll definitely let you guys know. All right, well, Advanced Auto Parts screwed up and we didn't get the belt, so we should have one tomorrow. I'm gonna make a cool down rip, see if it makes any more power. Probably be the last pull we'll do on this belt, but hey, why not? And by cool down rip, I mean engine and stuff. It's still 80 degrees, so 80 something degrees, a lot of humidity. All right, we got a nice 720, and it's still belt slipping, so I know this thing's gonna make like 730. Let's go turn the logger off. I think that's gonna be a wrap for today's tuning. Hell yeah, 720, 698. We can probably crack 700 torque. 720 though. You can see the belt slip. See this nice smooth graph coming up over? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna make some. I think 730 is doable. All right, guys. Well, hurricane has passed, and everything's pretty good. We got pretty lucky. I know over in Tampa it got pretty rough, so I'm definitely glad all things are good here. Now let's get the belt swapped. We got the new 820 belt. We had a 825, so we're gonna go get those things swapped. And we'll be right back, and hopefully we see a 730, 740 number. Like I said, the weather's still hot as normal in Florida. It's not gonna be the most it'll ever make, but should make more than yesterday, hopefully. Record. Let's go. Oh, check this shit out, bro. The little belt's probably breaking in. First hit of the day. 733, 737 torque. We got a little belt slip. I saw it while I was watching it real time right there. But holy crap. I think we should just go ahead and back it up. After that pull, 118. Let's go try another one. All right, check it out. Back-to-back rip. Back-to-back rip. It was at 127 IAT2. And ready? Check it out. We made 724, 714 on a back-to-back rip, meaning we only lost 8 horsepower peak. Not gonna say it doesn't heat soak at all, but that's pretty damn good for the notorious blower that supposedly heat soaks so bad. Now, the Eaton was so bad it would never recover. Okay, it is hot. That is hot, but I can still touch it. Belt's hanging in there. I think we're done. Like, I don't think putting any more timing or anything into it. It's about 18 degrees or so. All right, guys, so here's the run right here. We're running a nice, good air fuel line. So pretty much 11 all the way through, 11.4, that's our target. So it does a pretty good job holding it. 16 degrees, ramps into 18 degrees. It's really perfect. I don't think it wants any more timing than that. Like I said, this is a high compression motor. We'd probably be at 19 to 20 on a stock compression motor. You can see the boost falls, so 22 pounds at 5,600. We are still falling, probably a little bit of belt slip, but I don't really care. I mean, we just made 733, 737 torque. Check that out. So if we want to look at the difference from before, this is our best Eaton run ever, and this is our best KB run. Dude, that is insane. Insane, insane. I think this would maybe make a little bit more if we could get the belt, you know, a little bit tighter or better on there. But, dude, 733, 737 out of the little 2.2 Kenne belt. That is incredible, guys. I love it. I'm so stoked to drive it. So, I think in the next video, hopefully we'll be driving it. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. We just, I think, severely improved the Cobra with the KB22, and I can't wait to drive it. The things I loved about driving this car was kind of just having that little snappy, really fun Eaton blower. I think this is going to accomplish the same thing. I was experiencing some pretty serious IAT2 problems with the Eaton. Basically one pull, especially in the summer here, and I would be at like 180 to 200 on throttle close. So it would rise to about 160, but then the throttle close, it would actually even heat up even more, to the point where I couldn't really rip on it again until I waited a really long time for it to cool down. This KB seems to be performing really well, around 150 yesterday at the end of the runs after the back-to-back runs. Today, it really didn't even get hot after these 2 runs. I only made 2 runs today, but it's soon phenomenal. I can't wait to test it out on the street. If you guys are excited for that, make sure you check out the video. It's probably coming up next. Hit that like button. Comment down below, would you put a 2.2 Kenne bell in your car? I mean, we're talking one of the oldest technology blowers. I mean, but don't get me wrong, like, I'm hyping up this blower because it's cool and old school, but you can't even find these things for a reasonable price, and they aren't efficient. That's why they whine. So don't take me as being the fanboy of the blower. I'm the fanboy of the nostalgic snake bite fun stuff, and I happen to have a really good engine combo that makes this blower really perform. We're making well over 80 horsepower over most of these cars, so pretty sick. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and more content coming your way.